Start whenever.
Oh yeah, we can start whenever because I'm gonna splice it in. So or keep it separate and make it short.
All right, so it's a hot take and it's for George.
Okay.
All right, Terminator 1 or Terminator 2?
2 for me.
Why?
Okay, so I like 1 for setting up the universe, right? I like that, so we'll keep that there. As far as a cinematic experience, it's going to be 2 for me all the way. Just the way they represented the universe, also the style, like James Cameron fucking really picked it up into, like it's fucking amazing.
Okay, so you want to know my take on that?
Yeah.
2 was only good because it was a family-friendly movie. It was an action-packed Dwayne Johnson rock movie. Like, you had him come out with his catchphrase, "I'll be back." You know what I mean? Like,
he had the catchphrase in 1.
Or "Hasta la vista, baby."
I got some input.
Yeah.
I think you just like T1 because it was naked dudes running around.
Bunch of homos.
I can agree to that. I'm not mad.
I'm gonna make that a Bud Light.
I can agree to that. No, T1 was a straight up action movie that was fucking hardcore. Rambo 1, Rambo 2. You know,
That's why it's the best.
Yeah, that's why it's the best.
It's a 100% 80s film. It has all the 80s shit in it.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong.
And
I
it's
think
original.
it's a great film. I think it's a great film. But this is the one time that I think that the sequel is better.
No,
Just did it better.
No,
they took the lore, right? They built the lore. They built a very believable storyline for a sequel. That's hard to do. Just think about how hard it is to build a sequel with a good storyline.
No, what it
Right?
was,
So they took
seemed
all
like,
that, they built it up, and they just made it way.
It seemed like Disney took over. You had the Guns N' Roses.
No, it's
fucking
definitely
song.
not. It's definitely not Disney. So we need to get that shit out of here right now. Don't even bring that weak ass conversation. It's not Disney.
I'm telling you, it was a
It's not Disney.
It was
George
a
is the
family
movie
friendly.
guy.
It's not
Terminator
fucking Disney.
1 for me.
And that's fine. Look. I'm not going to say Terminator 1's better than Terminator 2. Like just in general, right? This is my personal opinion. This is why I like Judgment Day better than Terminator 1.
It was just only good because, like I said, you had the Guns N' Roses, you had the catchphrases, and it was fun for the whole family.
But I mean, even the first one had catchphrases. It had 80s cheese catchphrases.
Okay, if you were to take your kids to a movie, would you take them to see Terminator 1 all action packed, or would you take them to go see Terminator 2? See, you think about it.
I'd probably take him to go see Terminator 3, to be honest. That's the most family friendly.
John, where are you
it's
at
the
with
most
this?
family friendly.
I'm a T2 guy, man.
T2?
Yeah.
I thought you just said T1.
No,
I like the 80s
said
style.
you like T1 because of
No,
naked
T1's
dudes.
on that couch.
I like the 80s. That's why. So, I mean, that's...
Don't get me wrong. 80s was a good time for film. I don't think it was the
Action.
best time for film, but it's a
was.
good time for film.
You had those great cheesy action movies, like you had Chinatown. Like, I mean, what was that with Mickey Rourke? Remember that one?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
where they go
okay.
after his ex-wife and
a good
stuff.
Best
and,
80s movie.
Best 80s movie.
There's too many, dude.
No,
Bring it down to one?
Best
Yeah, I know there's a
action,
lot.
best action 80s movie right now, off the top of your head right now.
Jeez, I don't
Best
even know.
action 80s movie.
First Blood.
Okay, yeah. That's probably a good argument.
Okay, and then the best
don't
Christmas
know,
movie
dude,
of all
'cause I
time,
like-
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. Yeah, I get it.
You gotta do Die
Oh,
Hard.
I have to.
Even though I do love Christmas Story, I don't care.
No, Christmas Story doesn't even make my list.
Die Hard's the #1 Christmas movie of all time.
Yeah.
Christmas
It is.
Vacation,
Die
I
Hard's
think.
legit.
I think Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation
Christmas
was
Hold on,
Vacation.
hold on, we're straight off. Best 80s action movie right now.
Best 80s action movie.
action comedy. Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Great.
Beverly Hills
Yeah.
Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop.
But that's not
The
action
banana
movie.
in the tailpipe.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger still, right? Is that Who's Your Daddy and What Does He Do? Right? Is that one?
No, that's Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, that's
my
Kindergarten
bad.
Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop's
I think
Eddie
I
Murphy.
think Kindergarten Cop came out in the 90s, though.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Best 80s
Roadhouse?
action. Come
Best
on.
80s action. I'm going
You,
to have
you
to.
gotta give me some cheesy shit like it. Like
Roadhouse.
this is why.
I want to say. I think Commando came out. I was going to say Commando, but I think Commando came out in the 90s.
Bloodsport.
What about Predator?
Ooh, Bloodsport.
Bloodsport,
Bloodsport's an
dude.
80s fucking film.
Is Predator 80s?
The first one, I believe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, see, Predator.
100%.
And then you gotta get that one take when they're like shaking hands and they're both like.
You're getting weak there. You're just sitting there pushing pencils? Like,
What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils? Had enough?
But Bloodsport was legit. Dude.
Bloodsport's sick. Demolition Man was 90s.
90s.
Not as legit as Roadhouse, dude. Everyone forgets Roadhouse.
Roadhouse was good, But it wasn't Die Hard good.
Whatever. yeah, me neither. Yeah, I don't think that either. I was just seeing what
Well, I mean, realistically, if you're flipping through the channels and you see Roadhouse, you see Die Hard, which one are you watching?
Die Hard.
Die Hard every time. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but Roadhouse is a fun movie.
Yeah.
But if I see Die Hard and I see Bloodsport, I'm watching Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
But-
Yeah,
Watching
I agree.
Bloodsport all
Watching
day.
Bloodsport all day.
But just for
All
John,
day.
but just for John Lopez, not Antolini, Terminator 2 is a fun family action packed movie. It's a Disney movie.
I don't endorse that.
I endorse
You guys
it.
want to go to the Kumite?
Alex is in the Breakfast Club.
Hey,
Although that was a good
whoa,
movie.
whoa,
Breakfast
that was
Breakfast
a
Club,
great
good.
fucking
That's a good
movie.
film.
Yeah, that was
good.
great.
It's
That
good.
was great. Yeah.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid film.
Hey, those cheesy '80s ones, like don't you?
I mean, we were
forget
just
about
Fast
it.
Times
I
at
mean,
Ridgemont High.
We just had Big
Ghostbusters,
Trouble.
dude.
I was just playing
Original
literally.
Ghostbusters?
Was just playing Big Trouble in Little China. That's a great fucking 80s.
That's
film.
that's
It's a
fucking
solid film.
amazing. Yeah,
John
that
Carpenter.
yeah,
When
that
did the
was good.
first Ghostbusters come out? It was like 84,
That was
85, right?
No, I think it's a little bit later. I think it's like 80.
9 maybe? Wait, I
They're
did
both
forget-
good.
I did
1984.
I
What?
told you.
Damn, that is old.
I knew it.
Can you,
1984.
can you Google 2? I'm positive.
Ghostbusters?
Yes.
Wait, I did forget about a good action movie.
I could have swore
Might
that
be
was
the best
90s.
one.
A 90s
89. Batman
80s
1 with
still?
Michael Keaton.
89.
Oh, they're both in
It's
the
my favorite
80s.
Batman.
Right?
My favorite Batman.
Which one?
Michael
The,
Keaton's
the,
my
the,
favorite
the,
Batman.
the best action movie?
Solid.
Batman 1.
Solid.
Cannot
Batman one.
hate on fucking Batman.
Can't hate
dude.
on that.
Right?
Batman was shit.
You know what's crazy? No one actually thought he was in. Just like the same thing with fucking Heath Ledger as the Joker. No one thought he could be fucking Batman.
Oh, man. No, fuck no.
They fucking were hounding him,
Okay.
and he ended up being the best
Dude,
Batman.
he was the
Okay,
best Batman.
so
Next to-
best
next-
Joker, best Joker, Jack Nicholson or Heath Ledger?
Heath Ledger.
I'm going to say
Heath
Jack
Ledger.
Nicholson
I
because
think
I'm
they
a
were-
fan of Jack Nicholson.
I love the Jack Nicholson one.
I say
think
Heath
that
Ledger.
they're totally cinematically. Here we go.
They're two different
Cinematically,
things.
totally different.
Yeah.
Completely different.
One is like comic book based,
Yeah.
and then one is realistic Christopher Nolan. I have to take
I would
this
ta-
version over the comic book.
That's my argument. It's always like yeah, they're doing the comic book or the realism, but I don't know.
I'm basing off performance. So don't get me wrong, I like Jack Nicholson's performance, but I feel like it was
Heath Ledger kind of dove into the
fucking
character.
killed
He like,
It killed the.
and
They kind of
and
made him
then it
psycho.
killed him.
yeah.
yeah.
R.I.P.
Well, that was fun.
Any other movie questions you got?
All-time greatest film for me,
Ooh,
Big Lebowski.
let's do that.
Big Lebowski.
All time
Big
I know you
Lebowski.
mentioned that last time.
Yeah.
All time great. All time favorite for you.
All time favorite, Pulp Fiction.
That's a
Oh, yeah,
solid
that's a
one.
good. That's a good one.
Come back to me. I
Come back
to
to
a lot.
I'm tied between two. Shawshank Redemption
Okay.
Ooh,
and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I'm not
Two
mad.
completely different
Um,
movies.
I'm not mad at the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because it got so much shit for it. Because but what I explain to people about Quentin Tarantino, it's the fucking dialogue.
Here's the thing. It's not just the dialogue. It's what I mentioned earlier, the cinematic experience. So Quentin Tarantino believes that like the best time for cinema was in the 70s. And I have to agree with him. Like some of the best movies came out of that era. Action, 80s was big on
Okay.
action and horror.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the two
Huge.
genres that killed that.
I got an argument
80s
for you
with
right
the
now.
with the horror
80s
fucking got me.
action and horror. That's 80s dominated that.
Okay, I got an argument for you then.
Jason.
Best
Yeah.
Western.
I'm not super into westerns. I've only seen a few.
I'm not
of the,
super into-
I've only seen like a handful of the traditional ones, but I mean, if
Do you
I
give it
think
Clint
I
Eastwood
would
in the
have-
60s, 70s, or do you give it Tombstone in the 90s?
I would have,
I like Eastwood.
I would
like,
have to go
Good, Bad, and the Ugly.
I would have to go good, bad,
For a
and
few
the
dollars
ugly.
more?
Great,
I'd have to go good, bad, and ugly. Don't get me wrong. Tombstone is one of my favorite films of all time.
Young Guns?
Young Guns it's all right. It doesn't hold a candle to Tombstone. I think.
I
don't think so.
Emilio Estevez, though, like as Billy the Kid.
I was like Emilio.
Emilio Estevez, the mighty Duckman. I swear to God, I was there. I was like, Emilio!
The Mighty Duckman, I swear to God.
That's all he's known for.
So I was making an argument with my roommate the other day, and I said, and he was talking about like how he's a Ducks fan. I'm a Kings fan. I'm like, man, and he goes, here you fucking go. And I'm like, is my argument wrong though? And he goes,
Came out of a Disney movie.
I was like, the Ducks have not been good since Emilio Estevez was your guys' coach. So.
Damn, dude.
Solid argument.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right.
There we go. We'll go with that as a short. But we should put up a poll though, like T1 or T2, because we're tied, right? T1.
Yeah. It's 2-2. So I mean,
poll. Can you give us a little joke?
We could probably do it. I could probably
cut it up and send it.
I could probably clip this up and then.
I'm just gonna make a bunch of YouTube accounts and inflate the votes.